Hello everybody, how are you doing? I hope everybody is doing good. It is nice to see you guys. Hold on a second please. Peux-tu laisser ça là, Léa?
C'est cool.
Je te l'expliquerai tantôt. Merci.
Promets que tu vas me l'expliquer.
Je peux te le montrer. Ferme la porte please.
Oui.
How's everybody doing? Hello. Hello Watson. Hello Lilith. Hello DM. All right, we are going to start this off. How was everybody's day today? I hope everybody got the notification. And we're going to start this off with DM. If there's anything in specific that you would like to know, please let me know. Usually you want to know what to look forward to or what to be careful into the following 5 days, work or home. So let me know if there's anything else. Into the meanwhile, we are going to start this off. I'm just going to go on PayPal 1 second, make sure DM is here. Alrighty. And we do also have Amari. So Amari, wherever you're at, you can post your questions video, okay? So DM is first, followed out by Amari. And here we go for DM. Hi, sweetie. You can post your question if you want to. I'm just going to go and answer DM, and then you're going to be on up next, okay? Here we go. So, we're going to put a little bit of a timestamp just in case DM is not quite here. So DM is going to be at 2 minutes. And voila, what to look forward to. And then we're going to go and see what do we need to be careful of. So, here we go. So, this is what we've got going on. Okay, my sweetie pie. I'm going to say you can look forward to different type of clarity coming your way. So, certain clarity. I feel like there are some brighter days ahead for you. I feel like you can expect different type of moments of, yes, warmth, yes, also success. Also, I'm going to say somewhat of a renewed sense of energy into a certain way. I feel like there could be different type of opportunities that are going to bring, I'm going to say good things. I'm going to say happiness towards you. I feel like it's going to unfold, especially into your own personal, I'm going to say connections. So may it be within friends, may it be within family, people who are close to you. I feel like more clarity is coming, more joy is coming from it also. I also do feel like there could be a certain teamwork, there could be a certain collaboration that is going to bring some type of reward your way. So it could be into the way of supporting others. It could be into building something that is slowly lasting work-wise within your collaborations with your colleagues. So it's going to be important if you're able to do so. If you do have something that you guys can work together to slowly work onto it, it's going to be a little bit of like those building or those stepping stones to something better. I feel like there's a certain healing, and I feel like with this collaboration, I feel like with these connections being better, as much with the personal side, so family or friends and colleagues, I feel like you're basically shining a little bit more. I feel like there's more light. I feel like there's more guidance. I feel like there's more blessings. I feel like there's more alignment. There's more things that are happening at this moment. So I feel like this can be a little bit within the following days of a renewal, if you will, into your faith into the future that is coming on up shortly, because this isn't within the following 5 days or so. What do you have to be careful for? Be careful for people who are dishonest. Be careful for I'm going to say people are dishonest, people who could have hidden motives. Honestly, just people who do not have, like, I feel like there's somebody around you at work, seems to be a man who might not necessarily have your best interest at heart. So just be a little bit careful for that person. Trust your instincts. Don't ignore any red flags in any kind of a way. And I'm also going to say to be careful for unhealthy attachments in always, whatever they are. All right. Temptations, negative patterns. Find your balance within everything. That's going to be very important. Other than that, stay focused. Stay focused on what's important for you. Stay focused on what you want, what is possible, and how you can move on forward, not to stay stuck in any type of stagnation. So if I'm going to do a little bit of a resume, I'm going to say that I feel like your path is slowly opening towards something better, more joyful times, more recognition, more healing. But I do want you to be careful, or be a little bit mindful if you want, of manipulative type of energies, old patterns that could be holding you back. And don't focus on what was lost into the past. Work onto the faith on what's coming. That's going to be important. So stay clear, stay grounded. More positive things are coming your way. I'm going to say a little bit of it's not happening within the following 5 days, but slowly a little bit of like a new energy, a new path that seems, or a new chapter, if you will, that seems to be opening on up towards you, sweetie pie. So good for you, my love. Hi, sweetie. Your reading started, my love, at 2 minutes, sweetie. It's 2 minutes, sweet. I've already done. Yes. Hi, Julie. How are you doing, sweetie? Not too tired, I hope. Amira. No, Amari, not Amira. Amari, sweetie. Should you just straight up ask out next week? Let's go and see. It would probably be the clearest thing to do altogether. Probably. Julie, I hope you're going to relax tonight, sweetie pie. Of nonstop for 10 hours, right? Yeah. All right, my beautiful Julie. Don't go too far. I will answer you on up next, my love. I'm going to rest up too. Had a super busy day too today. Didn't really stop. I see where you're getting with that, my beautiful Julie. There's this weird tension and you just want it resolved. Yeah, it makes sense. Look, I am getting over here the Chariot, so this is exactly what you're asking. Should I just ask and, are we going to go out, yes or no, and see what's going to be happening? I do have our Hierophant, I do have our Ace of Wands. So as for your answer, should I just simply ask? Do you want to go out? Do you want to do something? Yes, you should. I feel like it's going to help you to get, rid of a little bit of the tension. It's going to help gain a little bit of clarity at the very same time. Let me go and see what other kind of energies I have that pop on through. So to answer your question, it is a yes. Should you do that? Absolutely. I do have a little bit of a selfishness. I do have a couple little struggles over here. And I do have the offer coming on through. So, sweetie, I'm going to say to you, I still feel my love. Yes, go ahead and ask. It's the best way to go on forward. You have to do it. So just do it. Ask. And we'll see where that's going to bring you. However, I do feel like we're a little bit stuck into this energy of stagnation. So I do have a little bit of that energy that is there of... feeling stuck. So even after you actually ask her the question, I still feel like she's going to be there and she's going to be like a little bit stuck. So the energy of this person is still there, still kind of a little bit lingering. So I'll say yes, go ahead, ask her, see what you've got coming on through. I feel as though we still don't quite know. I feel like things are still not all that clear, but I do see you asking. I do see you going on forward with the offer. I feel like there's a lot of selfishness. I feel like you're probably going to end up getting a yes, but I feel like the energy is not one that is making you move forward. I still feel like you're going to be stuck with this person in the same type of energy. Yeah. I feel like she would say yes, but my downside is I also do feel like she's going to be into a place where she is, it's going to be something temporary, if you will. She'll say yes, but into a selfish way for her goods, if you will, for herself, because she wants to. Not necessarily because she wants to, deepen the relationship or because she wants to have more of a commitment, but because it seems to be serving her at that moment in time. So, I'm going to say to you, if it serves her at that moment in time, and it serves you at the same time because you get to spend some time, you get to talk, you get to get more clarity without just asking questions, but really spending time together, then it's probably going to be good for both of you guys either way. So if this could actually help you move on forward, I say, all right, go ahead with it. I feel as though at this moment, the energy is pointing that she will say a yes. But like I said, I still see after that date, I still see confusion. I still feel you being stuck. There's no real movement. So hopefully by asking, you'll be able to get the movement. Hopefully the energies will change and you'll get exactly what it is that you want. Is she a bad partner for you? At the moment she is. Yes, at the moment she is, because she doesn't really want to move forward. So since she doesn't really necessarily want to move on forward and she doesn't want to talk about it, then yeah, at the moment she is not a good partner for you. Is she able to change? She's able to do so. The problem is she's not willing to change at this moment. That's where everything kind of That's where everything kind of clashes. If she'd be willing to, it would be different. I just don't see her wanting and being willing to make the changes and sacrifices necessary. And that's where it's more of a problem. Yeah. So for the moment, yes, she is a bad partner. Can she become a better one? Yes. But again, if she wants to, I don't see her doing so at this moment. Yes, everything is completely unclear, which is why I'm saying definitely go ahead, ask, and see where that goes. Yes, there is potential. There is potential. Absolutely, love. Absolutely, sweetie. Hold on just one second. Ooh. All right, Julie is on up next. Julie, let us know if you are here, my love. Okay, let's do this. And I like that. Voila. Alrighty. So Julie, just let us know if you're still here. It's just you. Is it just you tonight, Watson? Lilith is not here? I don't know. Really? I didn't know. I didn't get no notification. Oh, well, there you go. It's just Watson. I swear I saw Lilith in here earlier. She posted. All right, okay. Oh, hey, let me go and post you on up. Let me go and pin you. Oh, you sent me a message. I don't have nothing. Sweet Lord. Oh, look at that. I got it. Oh, at 9:13. You sent it 5 minutes ago. My messenger has got issues. It has serious issues. Like, I didn't get it onto my phone, and it didn't even bing onto my laptop. Like nothing. I got issues. I definitely have issues. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. So hold on. That's not where I want to go. It's got issues for a little while. You saw her too, right, Julie? Yeah. All right, okay. And you're adding one more. Okay, I got you. Let me go and get all your questions. Hold on, let's do this. And let me go and get the other one at the same time. Alrighty. All right, like that. Here we go, my beautiful Julie. So we're going to start off with the first two ones, and then we're going to go with the other one. So, yes. Let's go see the thoughts and feelings after pondering upon loyalty and commitment. All right, now we have some Justice. We also have some Star. Alrighty, Ace of Cups, and I also do have our Wands. All right, I feel like we're into a place over here with the pondering of the loyalty and the commitment. I feel like we're showing that he's feeling very, I'm going to say more emotionally mature about it. I feel like he's thinking about how real the commitment means and how showing up with love means, how showing up with consistency means, and also how showing on up with a certain steadiness. So I feel as though we're bringing on in loyalty as we're creating the stability, as we're also trying to create the security and a little bit of that sense of home. So I want you to look at it into that kind of way. So, because I'm saying a lot of things. If we're going to go towards the emotional part, he's looking at the commitment with love, with consistency, and some steadiness. If we move on forward towards what he's actually doing to create the stability, we're working more towards the security, more towards the sense of what is home. So I feel like his heart actually feels reassured by the idea of being your partner, and that is something that we have seen regularly within our readings. And I feel like he just feels more ready than ever to just kind of step into that role with you. So it's all these beautiful, I'm going to say, these little attributes, these little building stones that he's holding on to. And I feel like every single one of those little stones that we have talked about are very, very important. Maybe the consistency, maybe the steadiness, may it be the security. They're all very important, and they all go on in to bring you what he ultimately wants and desires. And the same thing for you. And he wants to bring that on home for you. He wants to bring what is just to you because you deserve this also. So yeah, I feel like he's getting more and more ready to actually go on in and actually step into that role. Now, his thoughts and feelings about your happily ever after. All right. I feel like we're into a place where he is entertaining that idea. He's entertaining that energy, but I feel like he's doing it onto a very conscious type of a level. Yeah, he's still working towards his strength over here, but he knows very, very well that our queen is actually quite ready for it. So I feel like I don't feel like he's necessarily, how could I say? He may not let himself get swept away too far into the fantasy itself all that quickly, but it's absolutely onto his mind. And it does bring him that warmth. It does bring him that comfort to imagine that life with you, to imagine everything that we've been looking at when we just spoke about the loyalty and when we just spoke about the commitment. So emotionally, he feels that being with you onto that long term would give him both love, but also stability. And the thought of you into the happily ever after, if you will, makes him feel, yes, inspired, but also safe. And those are all things that he wants to go and reach towards. And I'm sure that you want to reach towards the same things also. So basically within those two questions, Mike is feeling more grounded. He's feeling more serious about loyalty, about commitment, about you. And yes, I do feel as though he is consciously thinking of your happily ever after. So it makes him feel hopeful, makes him feel comforted, and it really just makes him feel deeply connected to you. Now, if we go and see if he's going to be having his session this week, we're going to go and look at that. I'm going to come to see if you have any questions also along the way in just a moment. So is he going to have his session this week? All right. Well, session there shall be. There is no doubt about it. I feel as though the session is actually happening onto Thursday. So I'm going to say onto Thursday, so tomorrow. It is a yes. I feel like this is about the healing energy that's going to align for him this week. That's what he's working on to, alignment. I know that his alignment and I know that his timing can kind of shift sometimes a little bit slightly. But what's going to be really into his main focus is to keep that attention there. I feel as though he is receiving the guidance to move towards keeping the commitment, keeping the idea, holding on to it, and slowly progressing towards it. So I feel like this is going to actually help him to release that old baggage. It's also going to help him to move into calmer waters, but into a more emotional kind of a way. I feel like he's going to be able to start gaining, he's not going to do it all in one shot this week, but he's going to start gaining more clarity about what we spoke about. So the loyalty and the stability and the commitment and what it means to him, and most likely what it actually means for you at the very same time. And I feel as though he wants to be able to honor that as much for him as it is for you. So this week, I feel like it's learning the tools that are going to help him gain that confidence to be stronger. But basically, if we're going to put it into a nutshell, to really just be more of that balanced partner, that's what's going to be important. So I'm going to say it's supporting healing and growth and clarity, and it's going to help your relationship to move on forward into a more calmer, safer waters, more steady a little bit, and maybe a little bit of a more committed version of himself. So, and all those elements kind of mixed on in together are going to actually help your relationship and your connection feel that much more solid. Yes. So that's what I can feel with it, my sweetie pie. Yeah. Amara, you can post your other question, love. You can post your other questions, sweetie. I'll be with you in just a second. So it's a beautiful read altogether, my love. It is. Yeah. I'll see you a little bit later, sweetie. I'll see you a little bit later. Amara, you can post your question. Angel Eyes, you have a question. You've been very stressed. You say, is Ray done with you? I'm going to go and answer you. Please do be careful, though, however, because the energy can change. All right? But let me go and see what I've got. So, Angel Eyes, here we go. As for Amari, you can post your question, my love. You're going to be on up next. And Julie, if I'm not able to talk with you because my messenger is too weird, I wish you a lovely evening, sweetie pie. I do feel like there's going to be more communication coming on in for you, my beautiful Angel Eyes. So if communication has shut down, there will still be some type of a reach out, maybe coming from you or coming from him. Something is coming on through. However, I do still see the heartbreak. I do. I feel like we're into a place where we're most likely walking away, but it's not quite clear. If you're able, and I can't tell you because you got to figure that out yourself. Or anyways, you and him, you have to figure it out by talking. if you're able to find that little way, that little communication that's going to help you guys move forward, that could be really, really quite good. Quite frankly, I still feel like there is hope for you guys. I still feel like there is hope, but he's going to have to want to put more effort into it. So, basically, my love, I'm going to say the chances are that it's probably not going to work out, but you do still have a possibility at some communication which could end up maybe relieving and maybe kind of starting on up a little bit more. So if you can find that little vein, if you will, that little path that's going to be important for you and him, that's going to allow you to communicate and talk and sit down, then that could actually switch on up the energies. But for the moment, my love, there will still be some communication passing on through. It is not a complete no, but it's unfortunately, it's might not be going into the right direction, okay, sweetie pie? But there's still a possibility. So I will say there is still a possibility, my love. Stay strong, sweetie. I'm sending you much love, sweetie. Yes, Julie, only stronger and stronger and stronger, my love. Amari, let's go see your other question over here, sweetie pie. What would happen into the long run if you do ask her out? Yeah, like I was seeing a lot of instability, sweetie. Let's go here. What would happen if you ask her out into the long run? Okay. All right, you need to know that when you're speaking about the long run, a lot of things can change, all right? I do have our Knight of Wands over here, reverse position. Death is also followed on through by our Knight of Wands. Into the long run so far, not looking too promising. It kind of looks like nothing is changing, therefore no movement. So, still stuck in stagnancy with not many answers or anything of the such. My love, basically what I can see, and I'm going to pull out more cards to go get more clarity, but with a different deck. We're going to go and get some clarity on this. And then I'll tell you what I'm thinking. All right. The Hierophant is in reverse. We also do have our Five of Cups. Yeah, followed out by our Queen of Cups. I feel like at this moment, she's pretty much doing what she wants to do. And it's going to remain that way, my love. That's the way it's going to remain. So let's put it this way, into a nutshell. You're deciding you want clarity, and we said earlier, fantastic idea, good idea. If you're feeling strong enough, go ahead, ask her out. And then you'll be able to discuss, you'll be able to get the clarity. Hopefully she'll be nice and clear towards you, and she'll tell you what it is that you need to know. However, like I said, she's still not stable and she's still not giving you what it is that you want. She's still not giving you the clarity and she's still not giving you the commitment that you want. Therefore, she's not being the best partner for you. Now, into the long run, we pulled out the cards and it's stagnation all the way through. There's no ending. It's like she's holding on to you. What do you provide to her, my love? What is it that she's looking? She's just looking for something that is fun. Are you paying anything for her? Why is she holding on to this? But it's like if you're it's like if you're a life jacket and she doesn't want to let go of that life jacket because you are important, and she might just want you at some point in time into a more important way, but not at this moment. So she's kind of keeping you as her lifeline, if you will. But I don't believe that you want to be a lifeline, or maybe you do want to be a lifeline for her because you do love her and you're very interested into her, but you probably deserve much better than that. But that is entirely up to you to decide and to see what you want to do with that. To answer your question into the future, I still see her keeping you as that lifeline. I still see you being sad. I still see you being disappointed. I don't see any changes. I really just feel as though she's doing what she wants and you're a little bit paying the price for it. Maybe onto an emotional way, maybe onto a financial way, onto a psychological way. Your energy is being slowly eaten on up. So make sure that you keep yourself some energy for you and make sure that you decide what you want to do with this and get your clarity before your energy is drained. A good night, Angel Eyes, sweetie. Kind of for the moment, my love. I'm sorry. I know, Amari. This is just not the reading that you. I know it's not. I know it's not, my love. And I am sorry, sweetie. I just do not feel as though she is into a place where this is something that she wants. And again, it has nothing to do with you. It's not you. You're not the problem. I don't want to say, oh, she wants nothing. No, you are not the problem. She doesn't want a committed relationship at this moment. She's not interested into this. That's why she's keeping you onto that lifeline. She's keeping you onto it because she does like you and she doesn't want to keep you around, but she doesn't want to give you what you want. And that's where my problem is. So don't bring it upon you of what could I do more? What can I? At a certain point, there's nothing more that you can do. Either she's going to love you and she's going to want to give you what she wants to at the way that it is at this moment, or she's not going to. For the moment, I feel like it's a little bit complicated, sweetie. Oh, that's not good, Hanson. What are those eyes? What are those eyes? Hey, Hanson! I saw today. Yeah, I went into a store. I won't say which one. I was only there for like 2 minutes. It's a well-known store. And you know what I saw? I saw Halloween things. I kid you not, I saw Halloween decorations. Yeah, I was thinking about you. And I almost thought about, ooh, I need to go and look. But then I thought, no, I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it because I was pressed for time. Way too many things to do. And so I didn't look. But yeah. I told myself last year that this year I was going to buy myself at Halloween because otherwise they're way too difficult to find, even like on Etsy and stuff. I was going to buy myself a witch broom. Yeah, for protection and hang it over my door, my entry door, of the house. I haven't done it yet. I need to go and look. I know exactly where to look. They're so perfect. I was going to buy one last year, but I didn't. Yeah, I need that broom. And now you just keep showing me that broom over and over and over again. And it makes me think, I gotta get a broom. No, never do. When you put them onto a pedestal, you end up losing yourself. Absolutely, Hanson. You got to be onto your own pedestal, sweetie. Because you're more important than anybody else. Very well said, Hanson. Yeah, a witchy broom, right? I know. I never got one with A-hole because, he was anti-witchy stuff. But I think now it's a good time. I would love to actually put it outside, but we don't have the best temperature over here, so I don't really want it to be stuck into rain or snow or God knows what. And I would probably end up scaring some of my neighbors, which I don't particularly like, but I don't particularly want to scare them neither, so I'm just gonna keep it as is. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's anti everything. Every single thing he is anti. Okay, let me do this. Okay. Yeah, he's anti, fun, everything. I know, seriously. Hey, I know why I'm not receiving any news. My mute button was off onto my phone, onto my tablet, onto my laptop. Look at that. I had no idea that was on. All right, so hold on. Juanson, this might just be that little night. That's the little night. which would not be a bad thing. We would all go and rest. Although I know I will say, "You're not allowed to go to bed, Mom. You're not allowed to go to bed. You must watch a movie with me." And I'll say, "No, I don't want to go to bed too late." And she'll say, "You have to watch a movie." And I'll say, "Okay, I'll watch one, but only into the bedroom." And I'll fall asleep 2 minutes later. Because that's the actual plan of watching a movie into the bedroom, right? Yeah. All right. Oh, Hanson, I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you, sweetie. It's a U-turn. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do like this, and let's go see Hanson. I had an interesting day. I went in Hanson for a oil change this morning for my car, and I left with a much bigger bill because I actually left with needing new tires. Yeah, he had told me, "Oh, your tires are fine for the end of the season." That's when he put them on. He said, "No, they're still good for another season." I'm like, "All right, okay, fine. We'll just, yeah, dump them at the end of the season, and I'll buy new ones the following one." No, I arrived and he calls me. I'm walking outside, taking a walk as he's changing the oil of the car, and he's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "What? Why are you calling? Is it already done?" And he's like, "Not quite, but yeah." Apparently, he thinks I'm doing wheelies all over the place, and I drive like a nutcase or something of the such, because apparently my threads were showing that. Point being, I told him when I went to pay that bill this afternoon, I said, "You know what? I'm going to have post-traumatic syndrome coming to see you. You're just giving me a conditioning that every time I come to see you for one thing, I leave with something else. It's not a good thing." I know. Yeah. And he's like, "No, I'm just taking care of your car." I'm like, "Of course you are. Sure you are. Yeah." Alrighty, okay, so Hanson, here we go. Oh no, they were crawling around. Oh no, that sounds so very Halloweenish. Um, oh, I do remember that person. I do. Yeah, that's probably why she has back pain. And that page is doing his job, or definitely drop more than, yeah. Oh, you need your kids' twist help on that. That should. You're so right. They'll fix this problem for you. Oh my God, the things we have done, Watson. The things we have done into the full moons and new moons. Ooh la la. We'll do it for the page. Oh yes. All right. We're gonna start on off over here with this. Here we go. And voila. And your other questions, then we're going to go and see over here. And voila. So let's start with the love reading and the general reading altogether for our dear friend Watson. And here we go. All right. Love reading. I still feel like the connection between the both of you is there, and I still feel like it's quite strong. I feel like there's harmony. I feel like there's attraction, and I feel like there's like a deeper bond that is there, that is forming. I feel as though there's somebody who's going to want to meet you on up onto the same type of emotional level as you are, but like they're coming in, I feel like into the fall. Yeah. I know. But then again, I do have to say, I don't like the page, but at that point, you get sore backs for doing nothing. um, Other than that, my love, I'm going to say you're going to notice that slowly things are going to feel more balanced for you. I'm going to say more of a heart opening that is coming towards you at the same time, where there could be more tenderness, more reciprocity coming from different people and coming on up, like into the fall. Into your general, I'm going to say that there are some changes that are aligning into your favor. Like a cycle is turning, bringing different type of opportunities and different type of blessings. I feel as though your dedication and your focus onto your craft and your different type of goals, they're definitely starting to pay on off. And I feel like you're going to have more happiness, more clarity, more vitality, more of like a lighting on up onto your path that's coming on forward for you. So I'm going to say for the next couple of months, you can definitely expect different type of recognition from your efforts. And a more optimistic overall energy. And how Elizabeth is doing today. I feel like her energy is softer. I feel like it's calmer. I feel like she's trying to have somewhat of a stress-free kind of a day, not overthinking too much. I feel like when she did see you, she did feel that mix of comfort, also of curiosity, but also of warmth. And it's all these things kind of put in together. It's a little bit difficult for her sometimes to put it into words, but all those beautiful feelings linger into her heart. So even if it wasn't said out loud, she's still feeling it in a million different kind of ways. If there is anything that she would like to say to you, she would be saying to you that it's good to see you, and you always make her feel a little bit lighter. If we move on forward to an angel message, trust that love is guiding you in unseen ways. Your patience is not wasted. The seeds that you are planted are growing. Keep your heart open. Peace and harmony are aligning for you. An oracle message. What feels unspoken is still felt deeply. Stay grounded. Love is moving towards you in divine timing. And if we move on forward to some love messages, hold on just one second. Love messages. You have a piece of my heart even when I am silent. Seeing you makes me feel safe and cared for. I think of you more than I admit, and you're the one who always crosses my mind unexpectedly. I feel pulled towards you no matter what I do. And you make me smile in ways that I simply cannot explain. Exactly. Ooh, you do need to record your phantom production. It's better than that one of the... absolutely. Yeah, it is. Well, you know what, Watson? I'm going to say let's end this for tonight. Let's call it a close. Let's go and rest up our beautiful souls. And hey, we'll see each other tomorrow, my sweet loves. I know you're done with this weather. I am so not done with this weather, Watson. At night, it goes down so cold. It's cold. It's cold. All right. Love you, sweetie. I'll see you tomorrow, Angel. And good night to all the beautiful soul family. Thank you for being here. Good night, my dear Juanson. Oh, Juanson, do I have any? I have no timestamps. Nothing. Ah, sweet dreams, love. I'll see you later. You'll take my cold. I'll take your heat. And your turtles. All right. I'll see you later. Oh, good night. I know. My kids want your turtles too. Do you want Prince? We can do a switch. Turtle for Prince. I'm willing to give you Prince. Yeah, we'll just take your turtles. All right. I'm going to stop that there before my kids hear me, and then they're going to be upset at me. All right. Good night.